Alrighty guys, welcome back to Star Wars Review. Today is the weekly Star Wars recap for July 24th, 2023, which this week there was a lot of news from publishing news, mainly for the High Republic Phase 3. But before I do jump into the news, gotta jump into the new releases. Starting off with stuff that came out last week, there was a new novel, Inquisitor Rise of the Red Blade. I haven't gone around to reading that yet. But also 2 comics, Return of the Jedi Rebellion one-shot, and Dr. Aphra issue 34. I haven't read those yet either, but coming out this week, there's 3 new comics. Darth Vader Black, White, and Red issue 4, which will be the final issue of that series. The Mandalorian Season 2 comic adaptation issue 2, and Hyperspace Stories issue 6, which will all come out July 26, 2023. But at San Diego Comic-Con, there was a Lucasfilm publishing panel where we got some new stuff, mainly some cover reveals for the High Republic Phase 3, mainly just, for the first wave of stories, which first there was the cover for the young adult novel, Defy the Storm, which is quite a nice looking cover. The young adult novels usually, or the High Republic young adult novels, the covers have been pretty good so far. I've liked all the covers there. The adult novels, I like the Phase 1, and so far, the first Phase 3, the Phase 2 were just okay. They're just kind of, basic, I guess. But the Defy the Storm cover was quite nice. And then the middle grade novel, Escape from Valo, which, just has the look of all the other middle grade novel covers from Phase 1 and 2. But then there was several covers for some of the upcoming comics from Marvel and Dark Horse, which first, the first 2 issues of the Marvel series written by Kevin Scott were revealed, which the first issue is similar to the first and last issue covers of the Phase 1 series. We were, in the middle, we see Keeve Trennis with 2 characters next to her. In Phase 1, both of them were Avar Kriss and Skier next to her. But this Phase 3 cover has Lorna D and either Tarek or Sarat next to her. Not sure which one because they look identical, but wonder what Lorna D's role will be in this series, if she'll still be a villainous character or what. Obviously, I would assume so with how her story ended at the end of Phase 1, but obviously Keeve is in the middle and is definitely Order looking, which I guess she'll become a master in this phase. I'm assuming at the start of this series she'll become a Jedi Master, so definitely interested in that. I would assume it's a lot like the Clone Wars, where they elevated Jedis to the rank of Master quicker than beforehand, or quicker than usual, because of being a crisis in the galaxy and whatnot. But the cover for issue 2 shows a new Nile member with a nameless creature behind them, which I guess this series will set up a new subset of the Nile called the Children of the Storm, which I guess will be one of the bigger villains of the Marvel series here. I'm not fully sure, but I'm assuming whoever this Nile member is on the cover of the second issue is part of that subset. But then also there was a cover for issue 2 of the Shadows of Starlight miniseries written by Charles Soule, which will bridge the gap between Phase 1 and 3. But the cover of issue 2 shows Elzar Mann standing on a cliff, which you see the wreckage of Starlight Beacon in the backdrop. So yeah, I'm definitely excited for that one. I think that one will start October, where the main one will start November, and issue 2 will come out in December. So definitely excited for those, as I've enjoyed the Marvel comics a good bit for the High Republic. And issue 2 of the Shadows of Starlight, I would assume, will come out in November. But then the first 2 covers for the High Republic Adventures series were revealed, both showing Zine and Court, also both looking a little older. But the cover for the first issue shows this mysterious figure, looming overhead. I'm not sure who or what they are, but they definitely don't look Nile, so I'm not really sure. But the first issue of that series will come out December, and I assume issue 2 will come out in January. But that was all the High Republic news revealed at the panel. There was some other non-High Republic publishing stuff revealed. Showed off a couple pages from the upcoming comics, Dark Droids, and the anthology comic Tales from the Death Star. But there was also a cover reveal of the next visual guide titled Dawn of the Rebellion, which will have stuff from Andor Season 1, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and the first 2 seasons of The Bad Batch. So yeah, obviously I'm surprised it doesn't wait for Season 2 of Andor and Season 3 of The Bad Batch to come out, because as of right now, both of them are supposed to have those final seasons coming out next year, so could have just waited another year to have a more complete visual guide. But I would assume there will be enough stuff in Season 2 of Andor and Season 3 of The Bad Batch to have a more complete visual guide, but, you know, could just waited. I don't know. I'm not a big visual guide person. I don't usually read them. I just wait until that info gets put on Wikipedia, and then I read it there. So yeah. But finally, there was the October 2023 Star Wars comics revealed. So I'm just going to kind of go through them. First, Dark Droids, issue 3, written by Charles Soule, with art by Luke Ross, which will come out October 11th, 2023, which the description for that says, "The Scourge descends on Mustafar, a Dark Droid's tie-in. For the evil intelligence taking over droids across the galaxy, there is no greater price than the Force. And who better to steal it from than a being who is more machine than man, Darth Vader." And then Dark Droids D-Squad issue 2, written by Mark Guggenheim, with art by Salva Espin, which will come out October 25th, 2023, which the description for that says, "The Battle of the Circuitry, R2 versus BT, 000 versus IG-88, a Dark Droids tie-in. R2's adventure across the galaxy to rescue his friend C-3PO continues. But does R2 need rescuing himself? Guest starring 000, IG-88, and Forlom." Then, Star Wars issue 39, written by Charles Soule, with art by Matabik Musabukov, which will come out October 18th, 2023, which the description for that says, "Droid Death Trap, a Dark Droids tie-in. Lando Calrissian has finally gotten his hands on the ancient droid with the ability to save his old friend Lobot from certain death. But before that can happen, they must escape Jabba the Hutt's palace on Tatooine, which is swarming with evil droids hungry for droid blood." Then Star Wars issue 40, written by Charles Soule, with art by Matabik Musabukov, which will come out November 1st, 2023, which the description of that says, "Droid Disaster, a Dark Droids tie-in. The worst has happened. Lobot, one of the greatest heroes the Rebel Alliance has ever known, and close friend, the semi-reformed scoundrel Lando Calrissian, is lost. Lando returns to the Rebels to ask for help. But can he convince them he's not a traitor?" And then Darth Vader issue 39, written by Greg Pak, with art by Raphael Inco, which will come out October 4th, 2023, which the description for that says, "The Crucible of Hate, a Dark Droids tie-in. The Droid Scourge takes over one of Darth Vader's closest allies and seizes one of Mustafar's greatest weapons. To survive, Vader must finally reclaim his control over the Force by exploring his deepest hatred, featuring the answer to the terrifying question, who does Darth Vader hate more than anyone else in the galaxy?" And then Bounty Hunters issue 39, written by Ethan Saxovay, art by David Tinto, which will come out October 4th, 2023, which the description for that says, "Scourge of the Cyborg, a Dark Droids tie-in. Turned into a mindless killing machine, Valance is out to eliminate his former crew. Do Bosk and Zuckuss stand a chance? Can even the mighty Dirge stop him? And Tar Klingson's secret plan is finally revealed." And then Dr. Aphra issue 37, written by Elisa Long, with art by Mickey Young, which will come out October 25th, 2023, which the description for that says, "The ship is alive, a Dark Droids tie-in. Dr. Aphra and Dominia Tag fight for their lives aboard a battleship that anticipates their every move. Meanwhile, Magna Tolvin faces horrors that will change her forever." And then The High Republic Shadows of Starlight issue 1, written by Charles Soule, with art by Abraham Robertson, which will come out October 4th, 2023, which the description for that says, "Who lived? Who died? Answers to the greatest catastrophe of the Golden Age of the Jedi. Little has been revealed about the year following the fall of Starlight Beacon and the ultimate triumph of the Nihil, until now. The Jedi Council, reeling from its losses, has recalled its Jedi Knights from across the galaxy and instituted the emergency measures. Master Yoda has a plan to save the Order and the galaxy, but he must touch the dark side to achieve it, and the consequences will be grave indeed. But there will also be The Mandalorian Season 2 Comic Adaptation Issue 5, which will come out October 11th, 2023, and Obi-Wan Kenobi Comic Adaptation Issue 2, which will come out October 18th, 2023. Also, I forgot to write it down, so I don't remember what the exact release date was, but Hyperspace Stories Issue 10, which might come out in October, will feature a story with the Bad Batch, so that's cool. But that was all the comic news there. And that's everything for this week's weekly Star Wars recap. But next week I'll be back talking about something, I don't know. But in the meantime, you check out my reviews for Star Wars Rebels I've been doing recently, and everything else I do. But if it's Star Wars, I'll catch you guys in the next one.
I started hearing whispers of Thrawn's return as heir to the Empire.
What happens when we find Thrawn?
Power, such as you've never dreamed.
I've spent most of my life fighting